All right, guys, this video is going to be about my Ultralight cook kit. I use a couple different cook kits kind of depending on what's going on, what I'm doing, time of year, and stuff like that. But if I'm out solo trying to go as light as possible, this is the cook kit I use. Granted, sometimes I will go stoveless, so just eating either like rehydrated cooled foods or just eating bars and stuff like that. But there's really not a huge weight penalty here, as you'll see. So a lot of times, if I've got the room for it and I have a little bit of time to actually cook, then this is the cook kit I'm using. So I'll go ahead and show you our weight here. Total weight for this cook kit without any fuel is 4 ounces flat. So throw this on our stove or on our scale here, and here's a spoon I'm using. As you can see, I've got a little bit of fuel in there, and I'm at 4.8 ounces. So super, super light. So let's dig in here. So first thing here is my spoon. This is actually just a cheap, like wooden spoon off of Amazon. What I did is I think you buy a 6-pack for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. I just weighed them all and got the lightest one. I like this way better than my titanium spoon, and it's actually significantly lighter too. It's coming in at 0.4 ounces if I remember right. So 0.5 this time, but it's kind of, go back to 0.4. So super light there. Now for my actual cook kit, I'm keeping it in a plastic Ziploc bag. That's for a couple reasons. This is a solid fuel cook kit. If you know anything about solid fuel in Esbit, it stinks. That's just one of the things about it. So use a plastic bag. That keeps any kind of residue or anything from getting anywhere else too. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, I feel like a Ziploc bag is actually a better option than a fancy stuff sack. But break in here. So as far as this Ziploc goes, it plus the rubber band are 0.4 ounces. Diving further in here, I'm using a Toaks pot, but I'm not using the factory Toaks lid. For one, it's heavier. 2, it's just not necessary for what I'm doing. So I'm using a little lid I made out of some thick aluminum foil. This is actually from like I think a pie tin or something that you would like cook food in, but just an aluminum pie tin. Sorry, it's kind of gross. It's got a little bit of Esbit residue on there. But that lid's coming in at 0.1 ounces. So again, it is crazy light too. Next thing in here is my fuel. So this is Esbit fuel. Again, I'm keeping this in a little bag just to keep its smell and residue off of everything. A single Esbit cube is 0.5 ounces, and as you can see, last time I boiled about 1.5 cups of water, and I've got maybe 1/2 to 1/3 of a cube left here. And we'll talk about why I use solid fuel in a minute here as well. But that's my fuel there. Next is the windscreen. Again, this windscreen was just made from an aluminum cooking tin or something that you would heat up food in. So I did put a little a little fold in the end so it's completely sealable. Windscreens are super important for efficiency of any stove, but particularly for Esbit because you're not getting like a pressurized flame. If you have any wind on your kit, it's going to really, really diminish your efficiency. So I'm using a windscreen. I'm also using a piece of foil for the ground too. Again, this is just to reflect all my heat up. I don't want any heat dissipating into the ground. Stove-wise, I've got an Esbit folding like tripod stove. This is super important as well. So it's doing 2 things. One, it's my pot holder, of course. But 2, this little tray is going to keep in any of that Esbit tablet that is like liquefied, and it's going to direct that flame upwards at your pot. So this is a little tricky to get in here, but for efficiency's sake, I wanted my kit to be kind of tight so that I was directing all my heat straight up at my pot. And then last but not least is the pot. This is a Toaks pot. It is a 550 ml titanium pot. This one does have the handles on it, so you could lose a little bit of weight foregoing the handles. This was before they started putting volume measurements on them. So as you can see in here, let's see, right there, I just took a little Dremel tool and just kind of engraved notches for my cups. So that's a 2-cup pot. with those engravings in there. And that lets me estimate 1.5 or, you know, 1 1/4 or whatever that looks like. So that is my cook kit. Again, I'm coming in at 4 ounces plus fuel. So let's talk a little bit about Esbit fuel, because Esbit, I forgot to mention my little Bic lighter too. That one's coming in at 0.4 ounces, I believe. So like I said, all in, including the spoon, including all the packaging, except for my little snack baggie with my fuel, I'm at 4 ounces here. So let's talk a little bit about Esbit fuel and why I've chosen to use that. So number one, on short trips, it is significantly lighter than taking a fuel canister. So my wife and I, when we backpack, I have a little bit larger totes that we'll use, and we run propane with that. But even a small propane canister, so this is a little jet boil canister, is significantly heavier than my entire cook kit. So it's at 6 ounces. So it's 1.5 times the weight of my entire cook kit when I'm running Esbit. And you can't forego that. You know, even if all you have to do is reheat one meal, you've got to take that entire canister. With Esbit, I only have to carry enough for that trip. So for example, last time I was going for one night, so just 2 days, 1 night, I took 2 tablets, and that was more than enough, but I took an extra one just in case. Other nice thing is you can save these Esbit tablets, so there's no waste, just like with a propane canister, you know, you're just using what you need for that time period, versus alcohol is pretty hard to get back into your canister or whatever. Granted, there's a little more fiddle factor here than with butane, but it's still pretty simple. So realistically, I could probably get about 3 boils out of these 2 tablets. There's also very little waste. I'm not having to, once I use this, all I've got to carry with me is these little plastic containers that don't even weigh 0.1 ounces each. Versus if I'm on a trip and I use up one of these canisters, I'm carrying this whole thing with me. Granted, there is a time and point at which you're more efficient with a butane stove, because over a long period of time, you're carrying more weight in fuel with the solid fuel. But for a short trip, this is absolutely perfect. So that's pretty much everything that goes into this little kit. Like I said, total of 4 ounces, including my spoon. And then using solid fuel, little Esbit stove, Toaks pot, some DIY aluminum stuff. It works great. No complaints here. As always, I'll put links for everything in the description. These are super easy to DIY. I just took a hole punch and some scissors and just folded this thing up. But that's pretty much all there is to this little kit here. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.